Happy Tuesday, everybody. Let's talk a little bit of love after lockup tea leaves, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. Okay, it don't want to play, so we ain't gonna make it play. Hi, everybody. Okay, this is Auntie, and if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. We're going to come up in here and talk a little bit of love after lockup tea. The other day while we were doing our review, I asked y'all if y'all wanted a little bit of tea leaves, and y'all said absolutely. So, of course, we all know that we are familiar. Let me bring them up, hoping everybody had a great Tuesday. We were talking about the three of them. Okay, so what is going on tonight with my little mechanism here? I might have to throw StreamYard away. We were talking about Goddess Damon and Bonita. And during my review, I had mentioned that Damon had said that Bonita is the one who basically goes after the ladies. Now, I have been thinking and speculating, and a lot of you all have downtown to the comment section, that this is all a gag and that they have been in a polygamous relationship for quite some time. I'm going to let you all hear what Damon said about Bonita downtown to the TikTok.
Women together, like we didn't did that a lot of like I don't say a lot, but we didn't did that. You feel me? Like more than like one hand for real. We didn't dealt with other women. You feel me? Like, but it's normally like a woman might be on me. Like this happened recently. You feel me? We was at the little lounge. You feel me? Like I'm just gonna give you an example. We was at the lounge. We was chilling for real. I didn't even see the female. I wasn't paying attention to the little chick. She was. I guess she was on me for real. So, Bonita invited her in the session. Like, yeah, what you want, man? Like, what you want him? She like, yeah, he cute for real. So she like, yeah, let me see. Get a snack and all on her ass. Like, oh yeah, put your ass on. Like, I can just with a fat ass. She getting all that, but that's the type of shit that we do for real. You feel me? But on the other hand, we had.
So Bonita is the one, according to Damon, who brings the girls to the yard. What do y'all think about that tea? When we watch Bonita, she is hilarious. She's funny. All of the girls, are like really liking her. But it appears that this is all a game and that this is something that they are accustomed to doing. According to him, Bonita is the one who brought the girl into the lounge and introduced her to Damon. And so I'm wondering whether or not, okay, these people are out of control. Now, on to some more tea. Okay, shall we? Let's talk about it. So, of course, we all know that we are dealing with a couple who are upside down and blaming each other for the financial demise of their relationship. Miss Kaye and Michael. And so I took to the TikTok so that you didn't have to go and find out what is actually going on with this couple. So I'm going to be showing you all a couple of clips and I want to get your opinion about what you think. Let's do it.
So yesterday, Mike came out with some credit card statement photos to show that the card was a secured card with a balance of $200. So, let's address it. The secured card. I put the money into it to open the account. Yes, I did in my video specifically say it was opened months before he was out, not years. I did never specify the amount of months. Either way, months. Okay. Um, yes, the card had a $200 limit, which is not hard to max out. Not saying that that wasn't maxed out. It was. But these were maxed out to purchase things like when you're on Amazon, and a water flosser, an electric toothbrush. These things cost money, and $200 is not a hard limit to hit. There were times that, yes, the card was not paid consistently. I never said that. It was. Did I keep the card $200 maxed out? In mind, just all I'm asking is for you to keep in mind that I am supporting 4 children. I'm also still sending him essentials like money. I am still putting money on his books for phone calls, sending cash apps, Venmos, things like that. So while I'm still keeping up my home, my car, my children, which are my 4 kids, are my responsibility. I'm stockpiling things for him to get here when he gets out. That was all done with my money. I also purchased him a brand new iPhone and a brand new Apple Watch. Again, that was completely my choice. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I am saying that I did do those things. As far as the fines, there was not $6,000 in fines. I did agree to pay his fines when we started talking, but when we started talking, it was fines from Ajo County, Scottsdale, Municipal, Desert Ridge, and those ones. And then he added in a New Jersey fine, which was $1,500, and all of this stuff. The expectation became too much, and I told him I couldn't pay it all like that. I was very honest about it. I did put money towards it. I did pay off some of them, but he got Apache Junction removed just based off time served, things like that. As far as, continuing to address this, I can show you, I've sent you the Zelle, I've showed you the Zelle, where I've sent him the receipt that says it was $1,000 that I Zelled him for license fees, because that's all that was left. This is an exaggerated number. And then he did have his license prior to filming. So him saying I went to the DMV and got his license, he already had it. This wasn't new. He already had it. But I'm done addressing the credit card thing. Like there is no debt. It was a $200 secured credit card, and I paid it off. I've shown that. The receipts he showed that. The card is paid off, and all of this over a $200 credit card is just insane. I am not going to argue back and forth. There has been no receipts about my Jeep being purchased in his name, his credit card being used to buy my Jeep, because there isn't. It's a $200 secured credit card. I'm done talking about it, you guys. I really am. I admitted that I was wrong. I admitted that I did max out the cards, and there were times I didn't pay it consistently. Yes, that's true. I maxed out the cards on his needs, not on mine, not on my things. It was paid. That's it.
Now, I don't know why she feels like every week she has to go downtown on the TikTok and try to prove something to anybody and everybody. The problem is that we're seeing things on the show that was recorded a while ago. Now, as you all know, the two of them are no longer together and they are divorced. I had brought up a clip of it, but I forgot to edit out the other information, so I'm not going to show it on this video. But when he went to the DMV, he said that the fine was $6,000. She had paid $5,000 of it, and he owed $1,000. When he came out, I don't know why he would lie. Now she's talking about a $200 secured card. I'm confused. If it's a secure card, you're not going over it, and you have to pay it. Like I don't understand. But he has to weigh in himself on the things that she has been saying that she has given to him. And let's hear what he has to say about it.
Okay, so this is supposed to be a video about the numbers to add up all the debt that Kaylee keeps talking about in the show. It's not going to be that video. What we're going to talk about is the time frame. So consistently you hear her say, I held you down for 6 years. Okay, let's go ahead and back up the tape. First off, I was incarcerated for 6 years and like 3 months. All right. 1.5 years of that I spent in a county jail fighting my case. No, Kaylee, no letters, no communication. All right. 6 months of that, after I got into federal prison and I was stuck in a cell during COVID and all that, right? I get a letter from my mom saying that Kaylee reached out to my mom. She wants to talk to me. Okay. 3 months after we start talking, she starts sending me money. So that's 9 months, right? Plus a year and a half. Okay. So we're at 2 years and 3 months. So there's only 4 years left of my sentence. All right. First year she started sending me money. I went to the shoe for about 5 months because of some bullshit. All right. And that was like 3-4 months. All right. Then I got shipped after that. All right. And I was in transit for 2 months. Then I was in COVID lockdown for like 3 months because we all got COVID. All right. So now we're at 7 more months on top of the 2 years, 3 months we were already at. So 2 months of money, right? And 2 years, 10 months, or 2 years, 8 months of no money. All right. So we're at 2 years, 10 months right now in my sentence. We get to the next yard, for sure. She's sending me money religiously for a year. Boom, boom, boom. Never miss a commissary every other week. 100% I'll give her that. All right. That's 3 years, 10 months. All right. Then I go to the shoe again. All right. You know, shit happens. It's prison. People get violent. We do what we got to do. We go to the shoe. All right. No money while I'm in the shoe. All right. Maybe like $50 the whole time I was there. All right. I mean, I don't need no money really because I'm in the shoe. All right. After I get out of the shoe, I go to a different yard. All right. Where she sends me money every other month for the next 10 months.
How much?
So
How
right
much
now,
money?
we're about almost 4.5 years into my sentence. All right. Then I get to Phoenix, Arizona, or FCI Phoenix. All right. And she sends me money for about 3 months. And then she sends me money 2 months later. And then for the last 8 months of my sentence, she didn't send me a dime. I paid for everything
Okay.
myself. I hustled it all
Okay.
off the land. That 14,
Okay. Off the honey
15,000
bun.
I had, that wasn't her money. That was money that I made off hustling in prison. Selling honey
Okay.
buns, selling this, selling that, doing whatever I had to do to get that
So
15
where did you
grand
get that money
and walk out with it. Of course, I didn't tell her about it. You know why? Because none of it was her money. All right, I built
from?
that myself. All right, I did all
Oh,
that.
for what?
So this $42,000 is an inflated imaginary number. All right, and this I held you down for 6 years is some bullshit because she was only around for maybe 4 years of my sentence. 4.5 maybe. So how the fuck you hold me down for 6 if you're only around for 4? Next video, I'll break down some math.
Well, I'm listening to what he's saying, right? I hear what he's saying. He's trying to eliminate some of the time and say that it wasn't, all these years. However, when he said that he had started selling the honey buns, where did the starter money come from? Did it come from Kaylee? I understand that both of them are trying to argue about this money. Either way, we understand that Kaylee has a spending problem. Unlike her mother, she doesn't appear to be addicted to drugs, but she's addicted to spending. There are a lot of people who are addicted to spending. Okay. The two of them are going back and forth, right? About, who did what, woo to woo, how much it was down to the penny. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We automatically know. I think that most of us have deduced that Katie is not always truthful about what it is that she is saying. And I don't believe that Michael is either. He conspired behind her back to save $14,000 and to invest his honey bun money. Um, and it paid off for him to be able to pay some of that stuff because it seems like Katie wasn't responsible. for her money. Another thing that bothers me just a bit about Kaylee. Well, I understand that she has children. I don't understand why she thinks that Michael had ever attached himself to her kids. She met him while she was in a jail. So when he looks at the responsibility of taking care of kids, it's just not going to show up. It's not going to be there, in my opinion, because he doesn't have an attachment to her kids at all. When he got out of jail and came to the house for the macaroni and cheese gathering, he was meeting her kids for the very first time. So when Kaylee comes up and says, "You got to remember that I have kids," to him, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to him whether she had a mortgage or anything like that. And so, while I understand where Michael is coming from, I think it's a bit selfish for him to believe that the girl didn't have responsibilities that she had to take care of. Now, spending $1,200 on coffee a month, now that's a bit too much. But I agree with both of them, right? So now Kaylee also came out on social media and said the following, and they have since said that it is not true. Let's take a look at that.
I remember days where I prayed for the things that I have now. And here I am, touring my new home that I got for me and my kids. Let that just sink in for a second. That I got. I did it. No one helped me. No one else's money, no one else's effort, no one else's time. Just me.
Home ownership is beautiful. It comes with a lot of responsibility on the front end, in the middle, and on the back end. But they have since dispelled it and said that this home that she's living in, let me make sure the address not on it. They said, does Kaylee own her house? All things Lockup is asking the question, does she own the house? Let's read what All Things Lockup has to say about it. Shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. So just 1 second, let me bring that up. Let me see. Katie wrote, "In my home was purchased with my hard earned money and maintained with my hard earned money. No one else's money, credit, or information was used to get this home. I did this. My kids get to live in a nice neighborhood because I worked my ass off for 6 days a week, 12 hours a day to provide. So don't diminish my actual hustle for it for some fictional version. Hashtag facts over fiction. Hashtag hustling hard. Hashtag mom's life." Well, they looked it up. And according to All Things Lockup, Kaylee does not own the house she lives in, which is in the same house featured on the current season as Love After Lockup. They said there's a man who purchased the home in 2021 for $330,000, and they said according to the property records, he is still the owner. They said in parentheses, there is no evidence that the man who owns the home is her ex-husband or husband at all. Now, why would she lie about that? See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Why lie about that? That's nothing to lie about. Home ownership is wonderful, but it ain't the end all to be all. And there's absolutely nothing you need to be lying about. Like, girls, stop. You have a problem and it's okay. Let me just say, millions upon millions of people in this country overspend their salary and everything. If she was able to save her money to rent that house, that's still honorable. You don't have to be your own homeowner because with home ownership come a whole lot. How many of y'all out there now? My hand, the first one go. How many of y'all out there now said, I don't know about this home ownership? Because with it comes a whole bunch. And I mean a whole bunch. It ain't an easy thing at all. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I honored my word and dropped y'all that little bit of tea. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think downtown in the comment section. Okay, what you say, property taxes, honey? Let me tell you something. Life with Sheen Elizabeth, honey. Let me tell you something. I got my little paperwork about my property taxes going. And when I looked at the tax assessment, I said, no, we not. No, we not. No, we not. We not paying that much in property taxes. We're not going up. Because you don't have to, 5 years, I think it's 4 or 5 years, I think. They reassess your property taxes. Therefore, they reassess your mortgage. I said, no, we don't have that to do. One of the things that I did that everybody told me not to do. Okay, talking about property taxes. Everybody told me, don't appeal it. Just let it go. It go up. Come on now. It go up, auntie. And you just got to pay it. Everybody, even some experts that I went to, said, don't appeal it. Don't appeal what? I waited until I couldn't sleep no more. Got up in the middle of the night because you got a deadline. You got a small window where you can appeal. I wrote that daggone rebuttal back and why I did not think my property taxes needed to go up on that. I made sure I did all my research on why I could justify it. And I'm talking about honestly justified. They came back and said, well, no, we don't think so. You got a whole new gutted out kitchen. You got this, you got that, you got top of the line appliances, you got what's that stuff? I mean, they ran down your bathrooms, bloop, 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 and this and that. Nick, nack, patty, rack, and give a dog a bone. I said, oh, well, let's talk about it. I sat back a couple of days and I thought about what they said that I had in my house and why they was true about some things. Some things I still disagree with. Okay, so yeah, I got a whole new state of the art kitchen when I brought my house. But did they got all the pipes out? What? What? Did they they got the pipes out, did they replace every pipe in the home? Because I don't know what I got. For me, it's beautiful. But unless they got everything, it's cosmetic. Did they go up underneath the everything I could go back on? No, we're not doing that. So thanks for saying that, Miss Life with Sheena Elizabeth, because I was like, let's go back and forth. By the time I finished, me and my auditor was on first name basis. And I won. Kaylee is talking about all the things that she prayed for, she got. And I feel the same way. All the things that I pray for, I have. But I know God daggone well that I got it honest. I got it with hard work. I got it sacrificing a lot of things that I wanted to do in my life. I sacrificed those things while everybody else was flying around the world and doing all the stuff that they wanted to do. I ain't trying to make this about me, but I'm talking. No, I'm not doing Polly this week. It wasn't an episode that even warrants me talking about it. So, no, I won't be doing that. Everything that I pray for, I have now. But it takes hard work. And yes, you can say I'm a homeowner. And yes, it is. There are benefits to being it. It ain't the end all to be all. So why Kaylee would lie about something that she know they gonna go back and verify was stupid to me. It's just dumb. And if you're not in a position to own a home or to own homes and property, it's okay. You get in where you fit in. You make your life as successful as possible. You work and you grind. If you young, you continue to work and you grind. When you get to be a certain age, you start defaulting and say, I got to take care of the rest of my life. Make sure my health benefits are the best. Make sure that I have a trust in place for my children. Make sure that I can retire. Make sure that I can take care of myself in the event that something happens to me. All of this money that her and Mike are talking about is really nothing. It's small little things. Because at the end of the day, he that has much, it requires much. Wealth ain't everything. And it ain't even wealth. It can be if you got the time and the wits to do it. But at the end of the day, living a good life, a honest life, a true life, and a comfortable life. Being able to get up every day and you at peace with yourself and peace with those around you. You love and take care of your family and all of that, okay? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm glad the two of them are divorced, I tell you that much, because they didn't need to be together. They were unequally yoked from the very beginning. I don't know why these women on this show with 4 and 5 kids decide that they're going to be mixed up with these inmates, but that's what they do. The other day I sat there and I listened to a video of Letitia who was exposing one of Keith's baby's mamas. And I was like, it's disgusting because when she exposed that baby mama, she exposed that child. And she told all that child's business, in my opinion. And I was like, that's disgusting. You trying to hurt the mother by exposing the child. Just stupid. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for being here. Let me know what y'all think downtown in the comment section. I'm going to be coming right back out and doing a couple of more videos. We will be talking about Big Tigger. Okay. And we're also going to be talking about the young guy who was just that just passed away. So make sure your notification bells are on, because here at Auntie's Advice, we are more than just these little shows. We talk about the things that are going on as well. I love y'all. And until next time, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. Bye, y'all.